Let me read you a little story that I just wrote of the book of Cannabizm. The Cannabizm vision. Vision is simple. Work together to achieve the mutual goals of happiness. Cannabizm thinks that family is raised incorrectly at the moment. After a baby is born, parents are left without help or support whatsoever. Cannabizm thinks that there should be a system that once the baby is born, the parent has the right not to take the baby home. The parents should be able to decide if they want to raise their kids on their own or they can entrust their child to cannabism, which in no way means that the parents lose any rights to their children. The reason for this is the child is still being young and delicate is actually better left to the medical facilities for the first years till school. Cannabism wouldn't only take care of the mother during and after pregnancy, it would also offer child care services all the way up to adulthood, which adulthood starts at 20 years old, which every child born and raised entirely by cannabism would immediately be given a $1 million at their 20th birthday upon completion of their training. Training to the teenagers would involve schooling ideas like semesters of work in the different trades, which the trades wouldn't be competing anymore. The trades would work as one. All the plumbers work from the plumbing department instead of multiple plumbing companies. And the department would train those teenagers as they come through for the next generation of plumbers. The teenage years wouldn't have normal book learning because that would be done in the earlier years for those that wanted to further their education. There would be extra choices for them. The teenagers will go through semester completely trained by the departments of their choosing, which include every trade, even down to cooking and cleaning, all the way up to politics, medical, fire, military, and law enforcement. Everything will have a department. Will be no businesses. All money will be obsolete. Although the only way to get this to become a reality is to get the biggest pay it forward chain going. Due to a lot of overwhelming unwanted children that are usually aborted or abused and shall be trained into military and medical fields. Also be given the full $1 million upon completion of the training and turned loose to build new lives without the abuse and mistreatment. Children that are raised by parents outside cannabism structure will be tested and rewarded accordingly with that proper payout. Cannabism has a wealthiness cap, meaning to stay a true cannabis, you can't have no more than $2 million in your bank account. Once a cannabis earns that second $1 million, they mentor an apprentice. Meaning after you give them their $1 million, you will be their pillar that they can talk to when they need guidance. Every $1 million made after the first $1 million will go towards your next apprentice, which the apprentice after receiving their $1 million will always work for the system for the first 10 years after receiving their first $1 million, making the system a prepayment for their devotion to serve the system, which is cannabism. The different departments will be composed of people that have already received payments for the services rendered. Tenure determines the leader of the departments. The main person in charge of that department has been there the longest and eventually will be somebody that is there just because they want to be there, because after 10 years term, the cannabis will be free to take their wealth and possessions and go back to the free world. While in cannabism, you will be provided 4 meals a day, have access to company-owned vehicles for personal use as well as business use, and provided a living facility with which cannabism will maintain all vehicles, facilities, and equipment free of charge. Everyone works same hours so they can all work, eat, and raise their families to the best of their abilities. Cannabis will go to the cooking departments for their meals, which the cooking department will be like a golden corral on steroids that actually has workers that care about the food that they are putting out. After all, they was raised in the schooling of cannabism. They chose cooking during their teenage years because they wanted to cook, which that department will train them with the help of the best chefs that are in cannabism. So every meal is whatever you want to eat. Meals will be weighed depending on the cannabis BMI and health evaluation done by the medical department yearly on birthdays. Sorry guys, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. My eyes are hurting. Cannabism covers all medical bills and never charges for the services, making the people in that department there because they genuinely care about the life and other people as if they are family. Mental health will be evaluated yearly during the committed time. Unless the physician is accustomed to PTSD or mental trauma. As in doctors, military, first responders, they will be able to do it as often as needed. Weaponized cannabis will be required weekly evaluations. It may not be weekly. Like, this is all just off the top of my head. This is all probably going to change. I don't have anybody to bounce this off of right now. This is the first draft. Marijuana use is common among cannabis. If a cannabis has to be medicated during work hours, the job that they will be working will be low risk, which means no heavy equipment or other kinds of dangerous scenarios where they can hurt themselves or others. Cannabis can do whatever they want while off the clock, as long as they follow the Cannabizm model. Treat people how they want to be treated. Not all members of Cannabizm are cannabis users. Non-cannabis members are advised to respect the high. Try not to ruin the vibe. Avoid users if they don't like the smell. While cannabis will always try not to smoke around the non-cannabis users. Cannabis will be provided free of charge from the farming department with the approval of a doctor. Cannabis will have its own research department. The research department finds new and existing things cannabis can be used for. Also finds the negative sides of this truly magical plant. The research department also researches current medications and tries to see what medicines can be replaced with a cannabis alternative. Cannabism is a non-monogamous until cannabis is 50 years old, which at that time is when they are retired to spend the rest of their lives with the love of their life. The loose relationship values are not a requirement. Any cannabis couple can get married or divorced. Cannabism sees full maturity at 50 years old. Cannabis can marry whoever they want, same sex or opposite sex. Cannabism also encourages multiple late life companions to take care of one another. Cannabis can have as many husbands and wives as they want. Retired cannabis are considered advisors. Sex is encouraged with multiple partners till the retirement age. Sex is fun, but it's also dangerous, so free protection for anyone and everyone. The reason for this is to find the perfect fitting companion. Prostitution, 100% legal. Because if a woman or a man enjoys doing something, why not let them fill the position? Cannabism will have methods for finding proper families for any unwanted child during this time. Cannabism sees the mother and the child as one up till childbirth. Abortion is up to the mother until the baby is delivered, at which point cannabism can raise or find suitable parents for the children. This should resolve the rape issue, but rapists will be immediately castrated. Also, should help with abortion. Cannabism provides different choices of companions to the children as they age, to learn responsibility, compassion, remorse. They also provide with free animal care for the veterinary department. Companions can be any animal, big or small, and will receive the proper support and training they need to properly take care of the animal. Companions automatically acquire the endangered species classification when chosen. Cannabis will treat the companions with the same respect as their counterparts. Cannabism sees dead animals as a waste of, if not eaten. Regardless of how they died, only time hunting is permitted and cannabism is for food. Best part of cannabism is we are here to enjoy life, not mourn it. After cannabism gets big enough, it will be able to make life fun as well, providing all the entertainment as well, not just for the congregation, but for everyone. Money made from the concerts and stuff like that will go towards environmental issues, not only in America, but worldwide. Cannabism will have an entertainment department that works with the Congression as a whole to provide unlimited fun like float trips, concerts, cannabis cups, even have boats, RVs, and other toys that can be checked out by a licensed user free of charge for cannabis and rented for the non-cannabis. All the money from things like that would go towards entertaining the pride of the future of our children. Cannabism makes us equal. Ever since the beginning of known time, they try and tell us that we are equal, while in reality, if people don't get at least some kind of help living their lives, they are anything but equal. So with cannabism, it gives everyone the same first chance, while working together to resolve any issues that come along. I'm the god of cannabism. Not because it's cool, but because it's how I see things, and I want people to heed my word. I really do want what is best for everyone, because I'm just like you. I'm fat, depressed, insecure, and all alone, even though I have a family. Everyone says they have a God, but what guidance is he offering to you with your churches and religion? I try to make as many YouTube and social media posts as possible to let people see the real me. The problem is the real me is boring. I want to be president because I can literally change the world into heaven, I think. Maybe this is just some really good weed. But if you really read this whole passage and thought that you would like to help to make my vision a reality, let me know you are with me. And when I ask for help, do so without questioning and hesitation. After all, I'm going to need the support when it comes to taking away the power from the government has over these less fortunate than them. What do you think?